Hi everyone, Thomas here. I'm here with our president, Godfred, and this is our second quarter update, which is hard
Second
to
quarter
believe.
update, yes.
Halfway through the Rotary year, actually a
Yeah,
little bit more. We're into January, almost the end of January.
yes. Today is January 31st.
Uh,
30th.
30th, yeah,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
still close
geez.
enough. Yeah,
Yeah. I can't believe it. It's already January is already gone.
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. It's only going to get warmer,
Yeah.
hopefully, right? So, like we did at the end of or around October, is we did an update. We
Yeah.
covered some of the things we did in the first 3 months.
Yeah.
Looked at some things going into the future.
Yeah.
And that's basically what we're going to do today.
Yeah.
Talk about some of the stuff that's happened and think about things that are happening in the future.
Yeah.
Obviously, what we're going to do as well is we'll put links to some of the things we talk about in the comments below. Or if you have any questions, obviously you can reach out to us and we will connect you with the right people to talk about.
Yeah. So like you said, it's already been like what 3 months. We last did this in October, was it? Yeah. So
End of
November.
October.
Yeah. So it's been 3 months, and we've been doing a few things here and there, and we want to just update our members about what we've been up to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
absolutely. And so what we'll do is we'll kind of list some of the things that have happened, and Godfrey, you have any kind of comments to add to it. But one of the things we did in November, the first day of November actually, was our first assembly.
Yeah.
And that was November 1st.
Yeah, it was November 1st.
Souls Harbour.
Yeah.
And just so everybody knows, our next assembly is on the books for March 13th at the Halifax Central Library. And we'll share some more specifics with that in some coming emails. And I'm just like, any thoughts about what that's going to look like?
Yeah, so judging by the last assembly, it went well. It was attended both in person and online, and I believe we planning to do the same thing this time round. So be able to have people attend both in person and online. But it's going to be the Halifax Library, and we encourage people to actually come in person. And fellowship. And we look forward to actually hearing from Louisa. Is going to be talking to us about the implementation of the strategic plan. I think people will remember when the strategic plan was finalized, we put together a team to take a closer look at it. So rather than just have a strategic plan that is just sort of like checking the box, the plan is to actually make this work. So Louisa will be leading us in how we're going to implement the strategic plan. So this assembly, we encourage people to attend, and it's people will have the opportunity to talk about other things, and that's what the assembly is all about.
Absolutely.
To brainstorm. So
and we did a survey on the last assembly, and we got a lot of good feedback, which is going to help us form how the next upcoming assembly is going to happen. Plus, the location is great. It's a great working social space within the library. There's technology, there's a kitchenette. Like, we can kind of use that space for however we want. And we'll see if we can schedule a social afterwards.
Yeah, that would be.
Alex Handyside, who normally does that, is in Dominican Republic right now. So we'll have to see if he's back by then. Otherwise, we'll have to come up with some other social.
But people should come out and enjoy themselves.
The other things have happened. So we had the International Potluck, which was actually kind of a international committee-led kind of thing. But we had some great leadership from a few people in the club to put that together.
Sally, Ashley, help organize it. And we got a place from
Swatter.
She, I understand it was free, so that's thanks for that, and it was great. Lots of food. One thing was it was like a buffet where you just sample food from different places. And we had a lot, and after the event, we actually had enough to share with folks who didn't have much, like the folks at the Grand Parade. So they were appreciative of it. So I think it was a good thing. And
so nothing went to waste.
No, nothing went to waste. Yes.
And was there karaoke at that one?
I don't think there was.
I don't think so. No.
Well, maybe
our next one.
I think the next one we should have something like that.
One of our biggest projects that we did in December, led by Bob Power and a team of volunteers, was our Hamper program. Which is it's a project that's been going on for many years, initially with the Halifax Club, and we have obviously embraced it now, or continue to embrace it. But we deliver hampers, we pack hampers, we seek food donations, and we deliver it to people in Uniacke
Yes.
Square.
Yeah.
Sorry, Uniacke Square.
Uniacke Square, yeah.
And Spryfield.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Bob did a pretty good job, leading that.
Yeah.
So thanks to Bob for that. And it was a great event. Like you said, it's been done by the Halifax Club. And now, it's the Halifax Rotary Club of Halifax Harbour.
Yeah.
And it's taking it and it's running with it. So it's a good project. And it went pretty well.
And we did a bit of a media blast on our social media, and we'll link that to our video as well, so people can relive every moment from our Christmas hamper program, which was another successful thing.
Yeah.
We had a few new members, actually more recently in January, but excuse me, right through into the end of 2023, which is always nice to see, kind of new people with new interests coming into the club.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to grow. I mean, the membership is key, right?
Yeah.
Numbers matter. I know other things matter, but the more numbers, the better for the club. I know some people will have a different view, but I think that the more we continue to add new members.
Some of the challenges of having more members is logistically finding space for us all to meet, which is a good problem to have.
Yes.
But don't worry, we're thinking about that on a daily basis. What are we going to do? How are we going to fit so many people in the room?
And how to keep them. And,
exactly. Right.
Retention. So
we also had an AGM. I can't remember the date, but what was super impressive was that we had our election for our board members, and we have a full board.
Yes.
Like there is no extra room. So every position is being filled, both in the officers and also the directors at large, which is incredible.
Yeah, that's great. We have a full board and ready to go, really.
Yeah, and eager board members are already beginning to interact with the existing board, so they'll be able to make that transition with that Dave in leadership. Starting in July. Yeah, which is great.
Fantastic. Yeah.
The other thing that you wanted to mention was fellowship teams.
Yeah, the fellowship teams. At the beginning of the year, as we emphasized, the goal was to engage members, and we thought the best way to engage members, it's been done in the club before, and we thought to reintroducing the fellowship teams would allow people to participate. Yeah, it's very important, and it looks like it's been going well so far, and it allows everyone to at least be involved in the process of organizing a meeting. And I think it's a way to engage people. And if you want to engage, you have to, they always say charity begins at home. Yeah. You have to get your house in order before you want to get others involved. So, members, once members are motivated, they can do anything. So I think that was the goal. And it seems that members are embracing that. So we hope that continues.
Yeah, and we've had some great leadership from Yemi, who's been kind of leading that.
Yes, I forgot to mention that. There's a team led by Yemi, and Yemi has been doing a fantastic job reminding folks. And at the meetings, you pop up the list of members for the next team for the next month and all that. So kudos.
Now, if you don't know what fellowship teams are, if you're new to the club, or you don't know what fellowship team you are on, don't worry. You can reach out to Yemi or us, and we'll definitely let you. It's a really fun way to engage with members and help participate and lead some of our meetings. Yeah. Perfect. We've had lots of speakers.
Yes, we have lots of speakers, very interesting speakers, always speaking on topics that matter to our members and to our the communities we serve. And the speakers represent I guess the community, and because they speak on diverse issues. Yeah. And so it's been great, and I see that some of the topics are engaging and are very important. Yeah. We had, I think, Bob Ray spoke.
We had Bob Ray. Yeah. Almost forgot. Yeah.
And Rotary Day at UN. It's Bob Ray is a Canada ambassador to the UN. Yeah. And he covered a number of issues, including the war, Russia invasion of Ukraine, and a few other things. The war in Gaza, I think it had started at the time. Yeah. So these are topics that are currently hot button issues. So he covered that, but there have been other speakers covering other important topics throughout since the beginning of the year and before and to this date. So,
and what we found is that the speaker series is very popular with members. Members turn out in droves to see our speakers, whether online or in person. Yeah. shout out to Mike Gibson, I think, who runs
Mike
the
Gibson,
scheduling.
right? Yes.
I think Valerie's back there helping. There might be some other members. Apologize if I can't recall, but the speaker series, it's sometimes hard to rally people.
Yeah.
But looks like into February we have a full slate of speakers. You can find that on the club calendar.
Yes.
If you're looking for information on the website and the newsletter. So stay informed about
stay
what's
informed.
happening.
Look forward to that, and you will get a full slate to enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't read what I wrote. Irresistible. Most important.
Oh yes. Yes. So irresistible.
Irresistible. Yeah.
Yes. Making Rotary irresistible.
Yeah.
I think there seemed to be a new shift in terms of how Rotary go about is business, right? And people have been advocating for things to be done differently.
Yeah.
And like they always say, the proverbial, you can't keep doing the same thing again and again and expect different results.
Mm-hmm.
So our own Louisa has always advocated for making Rotary irresistible.
Yeah.
Move the needle.
Yeah.
And do things differently. Don't be afraid to try new things.
Yeah.
So that's why in our club we encourage people to come out with ideas, and don't be afraid to approach people with your ideas and suggest what you think will make Rotary irresistible.
Absolutely.
The more Rotary is irresistible, the easier it is for us to do the work we all join Rotary for, which is to serve our communities.
Yeah.
Even at the district level, there's been concern about our numbers, and that's why we even have the measure of District 7820 and 7810 because of numbers. And making Rotary irresistible is a way to attract more members, but even better is to be able to serve our community. So I don't want to jump the cart before the horse, but obviously the incoming president for 2024-2025 has been also, talking about making Rotary irresistible. So,
yeah, but absolutely, you heard it here. In fact, you've heard it a long time ago, because Louisa has been advocating and talking about this for a long time.
Yeah.
And if you haven't met Louisa, because she's a very busy person, but she's involved in the zone level.
Yeah.
And we're going to link to a video that she did in the summer, with Mike Gibson and the zone, talking about making clubs irresistible. And we were mentioned in the Rotary magazine.
Yeah.
About making clubs irresistible.
Yeah.
And RA made another shout out very recently at the assembly or something like similar to that.
Yeah.
Referring to our club and making Rotary irresistible. So a lot of credit needs to go to Louisa for that. So we'll make sure we get lots of links so people can see those videos. And when you see Louisa, you can let her know how much we appreciate her. Right.
One thing I remember she introduced, and I may be wrong, but when I started, getting involved at the district level, when it was still District 7820, when she became district governor, instead of saying district governor, she said the district leadership team.
Right.
And to this date, the district still refers to the district, the district board as the district leadership team, rather than district governor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, they do things differently. Right? Credit to Risa.
Yeah. And absolutely. And one of the things is, in our most recent Friday meeting, Jillian, who's the incoming district governor, with our club, talked about some of the things that are happening at the district level, and how there's these districts around the world that are doing things very outside the norm of Rotary. So we'll definitely link to that. Yeah. And
deliberately.
And Jillian would be another person to reach out to kind of find out what our district is going to be beginning to do differently. Yeah.
Yeah, so looking forward to that, hopefully people can get involved, and Jillian will motivate folks to also get involved at a district level.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes.
But not too involved, because we still need people at the club, right?
Yes, exactly, right.
So that's kind of wrapping up, I think, most of the stuff. Now, I know we missed stuff. There's lots of things happening.
Yes.
But there are tons of things to look forward to coming in the next couple of months, in no particular order.
Yeah.
One of the things I'm going to make a shout out is again, we always have to say a shout out, thank you to the Westin Hotel and Glen Bowie, who help us maintain the space and location at the Westin.
Yeah.
Obviously, Elements, the big space we're normally in, is under renovations, so it's not going to be available for a few months. And even the smaller private dining room we're in is potentially going under the knife as well.
Okay.
So keep an eye on the club calendar. Keep an eye on Brett's emails that come out on Thursday evening. There shouldn't be too many last minute changes, but if you turn up and no one's at that room, or the room's got tarps up, we're probably somewhere else in the hotel.
Yes,
so
we will still be in the hotel.
We'll still be in the hotel,
and
potentially.
You'll find us. So.
We might just be a little bit nomadic and moving around.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on the club calendar for that.
Yeah.
So February starts in a couple days.
Yes.
And February
tomorrow, actually.
No, it's the 30th today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 more days.
Oh, 2 more days? Oh,
yeah,
31st.
Sorry.
Oh, we got to go through 31st.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Yeah. So February is Peace and Conflict Resolution Month.
Yes.
Now, we are a Peace Builder Club. That's something Jillian Gibson had kind of established us as last year. And obviously, this is something we do throughout the year, but this is an important time for us to consider what our club does and what Rotary does for this. There isn't anything specifically planned right now, because again, we do this throughout the year, but keep an eye on your communication, emails and videos. We'll see if we can look into the archive and pull up some of the content that Jillian produced last year about us becoming a Peace Builder Club.
Yeah, and we always look forward to people coming forward with ideas about that too. So
yeah, absolutely.
If you have any ideas, by all means, just let us know.
Yeah, if it's local, definitely reach out to Dave, who's from the local committee. If it's international,
reach out to Sally.
Sally
chairs the committee, and
and then, so that's February. March is Water, Hygiene, and
Sanitation.
Sanitation and Hygiene Month.
Yeah.
And this is something you're interested in from the international perspective.
Yeah, it's an interest of mine. Water is an area that I'm interested in, and we have, at the International Committee, has been working on a global grant, and I mentioned it a few times at the club meetings. We are working on a microflush toilet project in Ghana, and plans are far advanced. We're hoping that before the end of February, we will be actually put in an application. We are partnering with a club that we have already partnered with for our last global grant, and they are pumped and looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And so we have been working with them and discussing this issue. So very soon we will be in a position to put in an application and I think it's good time to talk about that since it's Water and Sanitation Month, and this is about sanitation, which is one of the focus areas of Rotary, and I'm happy that our club will be able to initiate another global grant project in the area of water and sanitation.
Absolutely. And also the topic of grants is obviously a little bit complex. We won't be hitting on that right now, but most recently in this past weekend, there was district put on some grant training.
Yes.
Because we're required to have a couple members within the club who are trained and up to speed on the logistics of grants, because we put money in, but we're also getting money from the foundation and other Rotary clubs.
Yeah.
But if you miss that, don't worry, the district recorded it. Even if you don't have any impact or any influence or any involvement with grants, it's a great recording to watch and just learn about
for educational purposes.
Yeah, because we're going to be talking about grants, and it's nice. It's good to understand how they work.
Yeah.
So we'll get that recording out to folks. You can take a look at that too.
Yeah.
And also, if you watch it, you basically are signed off as a person who's watched the training and is part of the program, and so you can participate in some of the grant applications.
And especially if the club is applying for DDF, which is District Designated Funds, we need to check that box that we have taken the training. Somebody from the club has taken the training. So
now you've talked about environmental project that you're interested in, and we have an environmental committee that's beginning to ramp up. April, I believe, is environmental month. But again, we can do this stuff all throughout the year, even though we might talk about it in April.
Yeah.
But it's still in the works.
It's still in the works, and I'm still. I just been busy with work, and I haven't really gotten down to it. But the hope is that we'll be able to do something towards May, which would probably be warmer, because the goal is to have an outdoor event, and so that plan is still in the works. It's work in progress, and we will be talking to the club about details. When the time comes, but yes, it's still in the works, and the hope is to have that project done.
And on the environmental topic, you might have seen some emails from Danielle about the environmental footprint. We'll send out another link to that. And if you have any interest or ideas, reach out to Danielle.
Yes.
It's a really cool committee. It's a new-ish area to Rotary.
Yes.
We as a club are stepping our way towards becoming a environmental champion. I can't remember the right term. Danielle's going to send me an email. But this is one of the avenues that Rotary does. So doing environmental projects is just an easy way to participate.
Yeah.
So talking about fundraising, I know we've
Yeah.
talked about this a bit. We have David Penny, who's leading the fundraising committee.
Yes.
And I just got some news today that David's going to be doing an update pretty soon, giving people an idea of what's happening, generating some ideas, or getting people motivated to kind of ramp up some fundraising options over the next year plus. So keep an eye out for your email and our social media. We'll get that video out.
Yeah.
And David Penny will send out the generic email that he uses for fundraising. If you have any ideas as well, he'd be a great person to reach out to.
Yeah.
And basically, the club's going to be there to support anyone who has any great ideas.
Yeah.
We all have great
definitely.
ideas. Yeah.
I mean, I think we don't need to overemphasize the fact that fundraising is key to the work we do, and those who were at the meeting last Friday when the RibFest committee did had a conversation with the club members about RibFest. I think it was emphasized that it's important because the funds we raise what allows us to be able to do the work we're doing.
Yeah.
So glad that David Penny has taken the ball and running with it, and like you said, will be soon coming to the club and announcing a few things here.
Yeah. And on the topic of RibFest, there was a really good presentation that happened last week that was recorded. And I know we've added a lot of links to these and lots of homework for you to watch videos. Yeah. But this is an important one because it is our biggest, most significant fundraiser. It is how we fund everything that we do externally in our club.
Yeah.
So if you don't quite understand how RibFest work or don't understand the challenges that RibFest had, this is the video to watch.
Watch that video.
And be ready in the next few months because obviously the RibFest committee and the whole club is going to be asking for volunteers. It doesn't mean that you have to be volunteering on a daily basis or putting hundreds of hours. There are things that we can be done right up to the day of RibFest, which is happening June 28th through July 1st.
Yes.
So mark your calendars now.
Yeah.
Cancel your vacations.
Forget about your vacation.
Because everyone will be at RibFest because this is the most significant, most important fundraiser that we do.
Very, very important. And I think, the committee emphasized that they need people to help with, sourcing sponsorship.
Yeah.
So we just getting the word out there that if you know any places where we can reach out for sponsorship, you by all means reach out to the committee. Adrian, I think Adrian is on the committee. Clark, Mark McGuinness is the coordinator. Ashley Bart, and Jerry Pierce, and I don't remember the other names, but these are the people you can reach out to.
Yeah, and these,
and ourselves too.
Yeah, any ideas at all? They're always really interested. I think sponsoring grants is really important. So if you know any business that might want to sponsor or be associated, we're we work with vendors, but we also are in there to raise money.
Yes.
We're also going to be looking for volunteer groups that want to get a small donation because we need volunteers at the event. So,
then, like we said, if you're a business, you get advertising rights. I mean, there are so many people who come to RibFest.
Yeah.
30,000, 50,000, 80,000 at some point. Yeah. So, you get some exposure as well, but also you indirectly help to serve your community. So.
Yeah. So keep an eye on your emails. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming out. And if you have questions, reach out. But really, and I mean, we joke, cancel your vacation, but there are things that you can do at home leading up to RibFest. There's things that you can do at home during RibFest. And there's also things that kind of happen post RibFest. So don't feel that, RibFest is over. There's nothing more to do. There's a ton of work. So
yeah, certainly. So I think
that's all we have to talk about.
Everything, and hopefully we look forward to riding with club members going into the next phase of the year. So thank you.
Yeah, and thanks a lot, Godfred, for doing the video again. We will have this on YouTube, have this on Facebook. We have all our social media channels. People you can follow us. That's the best way to share what our club is doing.
Yes.
Because if nobody knows we exist, we can't do the things that we want to do.
Message. And thank you for taking the time to do this.
No problem.
Thanks a lot for putting it together.
I always love coming to your law office, right?
Yes, yeah. You're always welcome.
Yeah, I know, right? Anyway.
Yeah. And,
thanks. Oh,
we're doing
good. We're doing good for time too.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.